Right, so we now move on to roles and responsibility, which is you again.
Yes, sadly, there's lots of me on this because of yes, I'll try. You must tell me when to shut up. Yes, I think this is worth having a brief conversation about, because this is quite tricky. We have a very clear pathway. If we do an entry review visit to a care home, GP surgery or pharmacy, the team who go in are trained, selected, picked, have a briefing before they go in, have a briefing on the day, have a briefing after the visit, and are then involved in how the report is put together. Once the report is compiled, it's then sent to the place that we visit, and they have 20 days to respond. It's then published on our website, sent out to local press, sent to Health Watch England, sent to the Care Quality Commission, sent to NHS England, so it is in full view of everybody. So that is very, very clear. But where I think we ran technically into some issues of people or bodies not really understanding how we should or shouldn't operate was with our rough sleepers report. There was a view that it should have been taken to the Health and Wellbeing Board steering management group firstly before it was published. Now I have to say I absolutely happy to hold my hand up. A conversation happened between myself and the Vice Chair of the Health and Wellbeing Board, where we were raising multiple issues about how rough sleepers and homeless and new were struggling to access care and this sort of thing. It was having some major impacts. And I remember him saying to me, he said, well, if this is the case, we need some evidence. You need to go and get some evidence. So hence, and also with the direct evidence we've received, we went off and researched the report and did the report. So aside from people asking us when it was coming out, my and our expectation that we would just publish it in the normal manner, announce that it was being published and put it on our website. Members of the Health and Wellbeing Board were under the impression it was going back to them first. So when we sent it round to them, we did actually give them notice that it was coming out because they wanted to comment. We actually gave them time to comment, which we weren't under any duress to do. One organisation did comment, we put it in the report. The other organisation, when we ran back, when we agreed the deadline, then said they weren't going to comment. So we published the report anyway. We'll talk about it later on. But I think what the board, in talking to me about some of the hoopla that happened around it, felt was that we needed a more organised process in terms of sign off, who is expecting what, when and how, and I must admit I'm fully agreeing with it. So over to board members.
So the reason for wanting to see them was what? So they could vet it in some way, or because it was meant to be a sort of scrutiny?
I think not so much vet it, but I think they were under the impression, which I must admit I wasn't, that it was going to go there first and go into the formal structure of partners of the Health and Wellbeing Board, bringing things to the Health and Wellbeing Board, and then it being discussed in a meeting.
So then it wouldn't be publicised till it had been to the Health and Wellbeing Board?
No.
I'm not sure about that. Because you're a member of the board, but you also
I think you need to make it needs to be clear who commissioned the report.
Yes.
Whose report it is.
Yes.
You see, in Reading, the local authority has commissioned a homeless report, and they are sitting on it. And nothing can be done about it because it's their report, in effect. This, I don't think was commissioned by them.
No.
It was certainly Health Watch report. Now, I guess going forward, that perhaps needs to be made clear in the first bit of every report that we do. I think that's something that we need a statement which goes into every report saying who it's commissioned by and what you know, the status of this and what people are doing, so that would make it clear, I think. One of the criticisms, it's not a criticism, one of the things I would say about the report, I think we have to be minded about being softer in some of the things we say, because if we put people's backs up in one small thing, they will dismiss the whole report. And yet that homeless report is just brilliant. But because there is one or two bits which are a bit hard, which could be not diminished in any way because it's what people said, but just sometimes just something, I think that might be a bit more helpful.
I mean, just words and things.
Just tone.
That's a shame, though,
Just
because
tone.
It created a really good
It has
debate
been very good.
around homelessness, and I think it's just, you know, I think the health and wellbeing board should have been a bit more grown up.
I suppose some of the harsh stuff was direct quotes.
Yeah?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Well,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, and I think they were slightly overreactive. If it would help, Andrew, to say it out loud, I think it's drafted protocol.
Yes. Yes.
That would help,
Yes.
targeted action point.
Yeah, I think that would be very handy, because one of the other issues that the Health and Wellbeing Board is not mindful to know is that the entire staff of Health Watch West Berkshire are sat in this room, and some of our volunteers, whereas when perhaps the NHS is putting up, you know, one of its reports or something like this, they have a bank of people to write to. We had to do the interviews, we had to compile it, we had to do the analysis, we had to check the numbers, the figures. This was about draft 64, so the one they didn't like was draft 64. So it had been whizzed round for everybody who'd taken part. We checked everything. It's anonymised throughout.
And it's been well received
Yes.
across the country.
Yes, I
Did
mean,
did anybody say thank you on health and wellbeing board? Or actually
no, I
doing
don't
the
think we got that far.
They're actually
However,
raising important issues.
however, what I did say at the last Health and Wellbeing Board meeting on May the 18th, the actual report was presented,
It was.
with Richard Benyon present, although sadly he had to go for our agenda item.
That was really bad.
Quite present.
So present in thought, if not in deed. And I thanked the chair and the vice chair of Health and Wellbeing for being bold enough to put it on the agenda. It is now a public document within the Health and Wellbeing Board, and I think one of the most positive things we'll take out of this is there was a raft of recommendations that are now statutory for the Health and Wellbeing Board. So while we perhaps didn't quite get there the way everybody would like, there is possibly, you know, what you're saying, Martha, had we done it that way, would we have ended up with any statutory recommendations? A question we can't answer.
It would be like, you know, they could have sat on it.
Or they could have sat on it.
Karen said.
Yeah.
So I think this is where we have this very interesting relationship of being independent. And I think the other question, which always sort of rears its ugly head, is we're centrally funded from the Department of Health, but the funding goes via the local council. And it is at the council's behest. It is not ring fenced. Whether it's passed on in its entirety or not. And that equally is very difficult. And with the Health and Wellbeing Board members, you know, Arvid's represented on it. We work with them on a daily basis, so sometimes when we do have to deliver tougher stuff that we've heard from the public, most importantly, it's a tricky job because everybody's trying their very best, but equally if you're the one who is delivering the messages saying you're not quite getting it right, you don't always win popularity contests, but I think it is important we have respect for the public as well as...
And I think you must be congratulated for that, you know, for maintaining your independence in a difficult time.
Absolutely. Thank you. So I think we can probably, if Chris, you're going to do that protocol, and I think we will get that agreed for the next board meeting. I think we may have to amend it as we go because as different reports come out, you may decide that it needs a few bells and whistles.
Will that include giving the statutory authorities an opportunity to look at it? I mean, I think
that's for the board to decide.
I don't
yeah,
think so.
I don't think we have to, but I think as taking Karen's point, you know, it's more courteous you are, I mean, particularly to correct any inaccuracies before it goes out, you know, which they otherwise are used to undermine the report.
Yeah.
So
However, there weren't any inaccuracies, despite it going on the
I think they made a knee-jerk reaction.
I think their language was
Yeah,
incorrect.
yeah.
So they came out and said it's full of inaccuracies. No, it isn't.
Yeah, they had to
It's
say
an
that.
inaccuracy. We couldn't even find a spelling mistake.
No.
What it wasn't was a complete picture of rough sleeping services in West Berkshire. It was never set out to be that.
Yeah.
It was the views of the people who are sleeping rough and how they access services. And it wasn't about the commissioned service, it was about the voluntary services who support them.
Well, I think we'll never go wrong. Good discussion.
Right, okay, thank you.
Thank you.